Hello, you are all warmly welcome as we celebrate and appreciate our great mother, Dora Itota Usiobaifo Idodia. You have heard from our elder brother, the Enogi of the house, about our reason for being here. In 2016, we had a similar gathering where we invited friends, family members, and well-wishers to join us in celebrating and appreciating our mother for her love and steadfastness. After the occasion, someone said, "It's like they have surplus of money. Why would they just call people to come and eat and drink with them, all in the name of celebrating and appreciating their mother?" Well, the truth of the matter is that you don't need surplus to appreciate someone that has made impact. And even if we have surplus, of course, spending our surplus on a woman who has actually made a lot of sacrifices is worth it. The truth of the matter is that we don't have surplus. We are just struggling like every other person. But because our mother has taught us the need for one to make sacrifice from whatever little that we have, and that is the reason why she today is benefiting from the sacrifice that the children are making from the little means that Jehovah God has blessed them with. Some may decide to wait for someone to die, and at the funeral, you hear them start pouring encomiums, start doing praises for the dead. Well, we choose to do the opposite. We choose to appreciate our mother now that she's alive, because we know it will contribute to her joy. So, if others wait for someone to die before they do appreciate their person, we don't do that. And we will never do so. We are going to give you an opportunity to have a glimpse into the life of this great woman. See what has happened all through her life till now. And at the end, we want you to answer this question yourself. Does she deserve this celebration and appreciation that she's receiving today? Please sit back and enjoy the story of our mother.
So me say, celebrate me now when I day alive. Appreciate me now when I day alive. Don't be say when I live this life, you go to fake I'm for my wife. Celebrate me now when I day alive.
Dora Itota Usiobaifo Idodia was born to Ba Iyare Imara Yogbebo and Madam Iduzomege Aigbekan. She is the last of 8 children from her mother. All the 7 children before her died, and she did not have the privilege to know any of them. To make matters worse, she lost her mother when she was less than a year old. The only siblings she knows as her brothers and sisters are her half-siblings that were given birth to by the other 2 wives of her father. Soon after the death of her mother, her maternal grandmother took her, and when she was about 7 years old, her grandmother died. At that point, she was returned back to her father. Her father was among those back then who didn't believe in educating a female child. Since her father was a Jehovah's Witness, she had the opportunity to be educated as a Bible student. What she learned from the Bible touched her heart that she dedicated herself to Jehovah God and got baptized as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. However, she later had the opportunity to go to school through the free education program that came up at the time, and she was privileged to attend UNA Primary School, Obayanto, Benin City, and she was privileged also to be among the pioneers. When she finished her primary 6 education, she stayed at home for a while until the father gave her to Pa Usiobaifo Richard Idodia in marriage. At that time, the husband, Pa Osiobaifo Richard Idodia, was already having 7 surviving children from his previous marriage. She was not given the opportunity to exercise her right to fall in love and choose whom to marry. Her marriage to Pa Osiobaifo Richard Idodia produced 9 children, 4 male and 5 female, and they are Henshel Osayemese, Claire Lovett, Magdalene, Endurance Nosahai, Hope Ewansasei, Faith Osarumese, Harry Osamudiame, Newman Igbinosa, and Tracy Isoken. On March 4, 1986, which is about 36 years and 5 months ago, the husband died, leaving her with the 9 children. As expected, she was devastated, destabilized, and distressed. But being a resilient woman that she is, she was determined to face her situation head-on with the help of the God she worshipped, Jehovah. Raising 9 children will require sending them to school, providing them with food and clothing, and providing them with spiritual leadership. She was never found wanting in any of these areas. During her days as a trader, she sold tomatoes and pepper with little farming to complement. Her co-traders back then at Ecusa knew her as Iyereche because they couldn't pronounce the name of her first child, Henshel. Sometime in 1999, the children took a decision to retire her from trading. This was after she fell ill as a result of the stress associated with the trade, where she would go to New Benin Market to buy tomatoes and pepper wholesale from lorries that would come from northern Nigeria, and she would then take the basket or baskets of tomatoes and pepper to Ecusa for sale at retail prices. When she would finish her retail sale of the product, she would return to New Benin to get more. And getting a good basket of tomatoes, she would have to climb the lorry and select by herself. All of this was really hard on her physical health. Since that time in 1999, she has been on drugs daily. In 2016 alone, she had not less than 3 surgical procedures. And today, she finds it difficult to walk due to her health challenges and old age. She has been deprived of eating so many things she used to love eating because of her health. The question is, what is that big deal about old age that one can say she is enjoying in all of this? Well, if the answer were to lie in material enjoyment of physical health, then one could say that there is no big deal about old age. But in her case, what makes her old age worthwhile is in Proverbs chapter 16 verse 31, which says, "Gray hair is a crown of beauty when it is found in the way of righteousness." That she knows Jehovah and Jehovah knows her, and that she has continued to serve Jehovah faithfully for many decades is one of the gains of her old age. For example, do you know that during the lockdown in 2020, when Jehovah's Witnesses stopped preaching from house to house, she intensified her efforts, like others, to reach out to people by recharging her phone with credits to preach to people via the telephone. In fact, between August 2020 and June 2022, she served as an auxiliary pioneer. For the sake of our friends, that means she was committed to using her phone to preach to people for 50 hours each month. Another gain of her old age is the fact that the children have love, unity, and mutual respect among themselves. Iye is renowned for her industriousness and straightforwardness. She is a disciplinarian to the core, although she is able to balance discipline with genuine love. She made a lot of sacrifices for her children to survive. She is someone that is ready to share what she has, especially food. Hardly you will see a friend of any of her children that has not eaten her food. She is such a generous person. Her sons and daughters-in-laws are like her children because she treats everyone as one. Today, Jehovah has blessed her with 9 children, 11 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. We thank Jehovah for her life. Iye no gie, iye no kokomo, iye no muse, iye no ege no ame yagbomo, iye nisi okere no magi ame gbosorue, iye na galele agi dia, iye nukponi ya hingbe, iye hinshel, iye wohia, ugatohu.
Se corre mi momo, dore die se corre mi momo, dore die se corre mi momo, dore die se corre mi momo.
Orion Pagaro, when My name is Aaron Isibo, and Mama happens to be my aunt. She's my mother's elder sister. And you see, what impresses me about Mama is her hospitality and also her strict discipline. You know, when I usually come from school back in those days, we would normally spend the time with Mama at home, and you know, when she has given me food to eat, and she will come, Aaron, why are you here? If you did, and it kind of stuck. But since then, that if you did kinds of stuck, and but now it has gradually changed to Erin Giver.
My name is Michael Legosa Ozon, aka Michael Di Coco. I am Grandma's grandson, and both of us, apart from her being my best friend, she's also my grandmother, but she's also my best friend because we used to play, we used to joke with each other, and she's a very nice and beautiful person. And with time, my mother taught me of what she did for the family. Even after my grandfather died, she still grew up all the 9 sons and daughters. So she's really a strong woman, and it helped me that with the help of Jehovah, she could do all these things. And she's a very strong woman, and I'm hoping to learn from her. And also at her old age, she's still so beautiful. She's my grandmother, why wouldn't she be beautiful? So that's why I love her so much, and I will never forget what she did for us as a family. And thank you, Grandma, so much.
My name is Prudence Elogosa Osibaifo Idodia, and my relationship with Grandma is that I'm a granddaughter. A reason I like my grandma is that every opportunity she gets, she always likes to invite me to play games. I also like her because after even she loses her husband, she never gave up on serving Jehovah, and also help her 9 children to continue serving Jehovah. And also another thing that I like about her is that when I'm in Italy, every time she calls my dad by phone, she always likes to greet me and my siblings.
My name is Osawese Daisy Usuaifo Idodia. My relationship with Mama is that I am her granddaughter. I would like to classify Mama as a strong and hardworking woman, because when her husband died, she could have just given up, but no, she's too firm to her children and everybody else, and I really love that of her. One thing I also love about Mama is her tight relationship with Jehovah. She's one of those people that I've seen that has a really, really close relationship with Jehovah, and I really admire that of her. I know that even at times she scolds me, which I don't really like, but I know that she's trying to do the right thing and do the best thing for me. Mama is always calling me, texting me, asking for my welfare, whether I'm at home or I'm in school or anytime, anywhere I am. She's always asking. I really love that of her. Even that time when my brother died, I really cried for days, but Mama really showed me the assurance about the paradise that we will see him, always comforting me, and I really love that. I really want to thank Mama for all the encouragement, everything, all the support she has been giving to me, and I really love her. I love you.
My name is Osato Praise Uziobaifo Idodia. My relationship with Grandma is very close, even though I've not seen her for those past years. I'm her granddaughter. I love my grandma for many reasons. She comes in with these funny names like Mommy and Opofonije. She always wants to play with her grandchildren. This will show me she's a strong woman that wants to give joy and happiness to her grandchildren. Another thing is that she never stopped to serve Jehovah despite her age. Because of that, our children continue to serve Jehovah in the best ways. And some are even pioneers. So she really set a good example for our children and our grandchildren.
My name is Goslove Charles Iniabasi. I am from Akwa Ibom State, and my relationship with Mrs. Dora Idodia is a grandchild relationship. I really love my grandma, and she also called me lovely names like Ini Abasi and Ini Ikpikolo. I really love my grandma, and one thing I admire about her is that although she has physical challenges, she also still continues to try her best to worship Jehovah the right way. For example, she involves in auxiliary activities like auxiliary pioneering and many others, and she also helped the congregation in any way that she has. When she came to my house, I realized that there is no preaching that Mrs. Dora Idodia would miss, and that I really admired about her. And I love my grandma. Truly, gray hair is a crown of beauty.
My name is Usiobaifo Usaruense Faith Idodia, the sixth out of 9 children. I loved my mother so much because she's a disciplinarian, aka no nonsense woman. She's one woman that stands for the truth, and she's one woman that stands for what is right. She will never cover you up when you are doing the wrong thing. In fact, when she wants to report you, she will add what you call jara. Instead of her to just say the way it is, she will so stretch it that you're beating. Even you will tell yourself, this beating that I'm collecting doesn't really correspond with the kind of offense that I've committed. So she's that kind of woman, the woman that can instill discipline in children, a woman that taught her children to love Jehovah, a woman who herself loved Jehovah, a woman that set the example of always follow me behind. She would never ask us to go to the meetings that she's coming. She's always at the forefront. So she's an exemplary woman that everybody will need to emulate.
My name is Faith Idodia. I'm a daughter-in-law to Mom Ije. When I was Italian, the mother-in-law always called us and make sure that we are okay. She's a very good woman. I really love her, most especially the way she served Jehovah despite her age. And she also made sure that all her children are serving Jehovah. Also her daughter-in-law. I really love her. I love you, Mom Ije.
My name is Brave Edoma Usiobaifo. I'm the grandson of Iye. My relationship with her is not that different from others. When I enter in her house, she always welcomes me with joy, and sometimes she will play with me with a game called Ayo. The game is fun, but I always lose to her. And something that I like of her is that she cares of me, and she always let me eat good food and wants me to eat well. I love my grandmother, and because she's so caring and for all the things that she has done for me. I love you, Iye.
My name is Osobaifo Mercy Ori Idodia. Iye is my mother-in-law, and she's a wonderful woman. In fact, she's a prayer answer for me as a mother-in-law.
Because before marriage, I used to hear stories of mother-in-law. But for sure, the dream mother-in-law I always dream of is what I see in Iye. For me, 3 things stand out for Iye. 1, her love for Jehovah. 2, her love for her family. And 3, her love for what is right. No minding whether it's, no matter who you are to her, either the children or the daughter-in-law, she will stand for what is right. Now her love for Jehovah, I have come to know her, especially when it comes to punctuality. Iye doesn't joke with that. She's always punctual to the feed ministry, to meeting agenda. No matter how close to her heart you are, you cannot be late and Iye will take it. She doesn't take that. And I have come to love that about her. And I've also tried to emulate her in being punctual to Christians' activity. Now her love for her family, she always put the family first. My father told me, your mother-in-law is the best in-law I've ever had. And I asked why. He said, Iye will always call me. It's not only my father. Iye used to call me all the time. My mom would say, Iye just finished calling me. What a dream come true of a mother-in-law everybody would want to have. Then when it comes to love for what is right, he will tell me, Ori, if you are going to the meeting late, you are not going with me. In fact, you won't go late. All of this have made her, for me, a complete package of mother-in-law. Iye always say kakabo.
I am Magdalene Shasteven Iyang. I am Mama's daughter. Mama is a very caring and loving woman. She is also a strong disciplinarian. Mama will not hesitate to tell you the truth, no matter who you are. She does not discriminate against anybody. She loves everyone and she's ready to sacrifice for others to be happy. She checks on all of us as children on a daily basis through the phone. Not just our children, also our friends. She does on her contact. She calls them, check on them from time to time. All I will say is that Mama is a very wonderful woman and she's ready to make sacrifice for others to be happy. She's a wonderful woman.
My name is Deborah Osnachi. I am a Mama's daughter's friend. I love Mama so much. I love Mama's generosity because she is so accommodative. She doesn't take rubbish. In fact, Mama is just like a mother to me. She plays the role of a mother in my life. I love Mama so much. May God continue to keep her.
I'm Mrs. Olumide by name. Iye is my friend's mom. Iye is a very wonderful person to me. She's very, very jovial. There's no dull moment with Iye. I have never seen a mother or a grandma like that. She's interesting. She's mother general. When you are with Iye, you don't even feel anything. You don't feel you are missing a mother or anything. There's nothing we will not talk about. And funny enough, if you don't call Iye, Iye will be the one calling you. She will call you, she will call, she will check on you. Even at times, she would have been calling, I won't pick up. In the night before I sleep, maybe around 10:30, I will see Iye's call. I said, Iye, then we'll start gisting. She's just a very wonderful person. She's so loving. Iye will call me, how your mama, how everybody, how this person, how this one. I just appreciate God for the kind of person she is. And I'm very, very happy for her that God kept her till this period. And I pray that God will continue to keep her. And that she will continue to live in good health to enjoy the fruit of her labor.
My name is Charles Stephen Iyang. And Iye is my mother-in-law. Iye is a very interesting character. Why do I say that? She is a mother indeed and a mother in need. Iye is a person that if you stay around her, you will not have any dull moment. And she is always there to relate her experience to you as a mother. And that's why I see her as a mother figure. I call her Iye, but when I want to refer her to other people, I say Iye. So she's my mother in one aspect and a mother-in-law. When it comes to spiritual matters, Iye does not play with time. Don't joke with time with Iye. She is always there to encourage us as a family when there are issues to address. And she's somebody that is straightforward, truthful, and always encouraging. Iye is somebody that even when she's not around you, she's always on call to know how you are doing. She will relate, in fact you will know what is happening in Benin while you are in Abuja. She's always ready to relate with you. So she's a great woman and I celebrate her today just like every other person is doing.
My name is Blessing Osio-Obaifo, the daughter-in-law of Iye. Iye, I really want to appreciate you today for all that you do. Thank you for the way you care for your children. You also extended it to we, the daughter-in-laws, and also the grandchildren. Especially, I appreciated you for all that you do. Even when I heard about you, that Iye no kukomoki, Iye ne yubo mwa emo kinoge, neya otilo mawa ohi. It really shows the first time I came into the family, the way we are welcoming, man. I feel at home, I enjoy my stay and all that. Iye uwesi kakabo, even till date, I still love you. I still love you. And kabo boyeme your way. Then we are cooking more. Where you have you make them to have peace among themselves and they are united. They not even show that they are in different places, but they do things together as if they are all together in one place. Where say kakabo because nyego bowe antwoki we any yaki we say. And also even till date, the one way at the Jehovah yi kakanka masi Jehovah or kabo redie etini meuke ekini jenasati ya wonu na megabe wu we some we are a boy, you know. Even to your children, the way it shows where okay they're putting Jehovah first in everything that they do. And the sacrifice who you told when they were little and now, because even then I heard okay una rapa to care for them at the assembly when there's convention assembly marking a rapa because you want to make sure okay we have the minute where you make sure okay we are with spiritual aspects. Don't sacrifice. Even to the extent my husband, even when around one day we got about when it was you make sure that you careful you bow to the man he is today. Westeje kakabo kabo boheme lumi afefenu westeje na woje if you bow with here Jehovah no fiambo here reti bawati reti ya muso udoge akemi ya rebo sa opanori westeje iwewe I love you.
My name is Mervin Ayusai. I love Grandma because she always help me, and I love him because she always sing my favorite song that when I was a baby, and if she always help me sleep, and if she always help me, and if she always help you the nights like that you not be dark, and if I want to see her and diafa. Elisine sogyo diafa. Elisine sogyo diafa. Sogyo diafa. Elisa, Yosobaifo, Yosoyame, and I love Grandma because she did a lot of things for me, and I love her very much because she did a lot of things, and she always took care of Daniuma when he was a baby, and then she took care of everybody. And Grandma is a kind woman, and Eva, I love her very much, and she always calls us when we are in Verona to ask us how I was, and then we will call her and we will talk to her, and we will say something to Grandma, and then we will say something that she like, and then she will be happy at what we said. And I bless Jehovah to bless Grandma for the things that she did for us. And then I'm going to sing us 2 songs for you, Grandma. My grandma is the best, and I love her very much. My grandma is the best, and I love her very much. She always calls me in Verona, and I always answer. And she always takes care of the Newman when he's a baby, and she always takes care of everybody. And then again sing another song. Yeah.
I am Omoegi Hoplin Osaugwe. I am a very close person to Mama. So much close that some call me Iye's special daughter. Whenever I'm with Mama, even though she's not my biological mother, you can hardly tell the difference. She feels a mother's vacuum for me. Iye is so generous that whenever she's giving, she doesn't think twice, she doesn't hold back. Iye is so caring to the point that she can call you like every other day just to know how you are faring. Iye, you are my Iye for real. May Jehovah continue to bless the generous spirit and the loving nature that you have. I love you so much.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Blessing Afe Ni Imafidon.
Okay. What's the relationship with Mama?
Mama is originally my auntie, but I've chosen to call her Grandma since my grandma passed on some few years ago now. She has replaced her, and she deservedly so, because she has been a beautiful and lovely auntie. She's a wonderful woman.
Okay. What impresses you about Mama?
A lot of things. I remember back then when we were growing up in Kano, we used to come for holiday almost every year or every two years. and then we'll visit Mama or Iye at her shop at a Kiosa market. I remember how she used to go out of her way to buy rice, and then she buys it in that Gizel Yoko. I don't know if you know what that means. Well, it's rice wrapped in banana leaf. It was such a delicious rice, and we used to look forward to going to her house. She would cook for us. Mama was a very uniting force. She was a good confidant. She was a sweet woman. And what I do these days is that I call her. She calls me often, but when I have to call her, rather than call everybody, you know the economy is very tough now. Instead of calling everybody on the phone, I just call Mama and I get information about everybody, and I'm happy. Mama deserves this honor the children are giving her. She deserves it. I wish her the best. I wish her long life. I wish her good health. I wish her everything she desires, and I wish her the very best. I hope she enjoys this wonderful occasion, and we're all happy for her. She deserves all the beautiful things of life. Grandma, Iye, enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My name is Honorable Usiobaifo Osayi Idodia. I'm the first son of Iye, like we call her. And I want to say that she's so dear to me for one particular reason. When my father died, she was still very young. She refused to remarry, decided that she was going to train his children, which she did, almost single-handedly. To the glory of the Almighty God Jehovah, she was able to raise children who have the fear of God in their hearts.
My name is Mrs. Dr. Rosemary Osayi. I'm the first daughter-in-law of Mrs. Dora Itota Osayi. I don't know how, I have a lot to say about this mother of mine. She did not take me as a daughter-in-law. Right from the first day I set my legs in that house, she took me as her daughter. She takes care of me. When I was giving birth, she did a lot for me. Take care of me, myself, my children. That is why today everybody loves her. And that is why my son gave her the name Iye, which is known for today. I want to really appreciate this woman for being there for all of us. We say we love you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And if there's any way I will be asked the question, who will you want to be your mother-in-law again? I will choose you over and over again, because there is no day on this earth that you don't call to ask of my welfare. When you are giving anything, you must make sure you share it and send mine to me. In fact, Iye, you are my mother, not even mother-in-law. I love you so much. May you live long to enjoy the fruit of your labor.
What is your name?
My name Margaret Eki Imafidon.
What is your relationship with Mama?
We are of the same father. He's my senior sister.
What impresses you most about Mama?
There are many things that impress me, but I will mention but a few. She's a very hard-working person, and he has a generous mind, and he takes care of everyone as his own children. And two, when we were growing up, our dad decided not to allow guest children to go to school, so she was the eldest. And when others were coming up, my dad still stand on that point. She now advised our dad that, you know, if she didn't go to school, that doesn't mean others will not go. Anyone that is interested, who want to go to school, we should allow them. So to me, that is a very generous and honest person who have the love of others in her mind. And two, she always take us as his own. Almost every 2-3 days he would call me. So he do to others of our brothers and sisters too. Even my children, he do call them to ask after them. So she's a very nice, hard-working person.
Hello, I want to say Usabaifo Idodia, the 5th child of Itota Usabaifo Idodia. So just to appreciate my mom for all the sacrifices she made for us, especially me. So I just want to appreciate her. I learned a lot from her, you know, from her example. I'm still training my child because I took many things from her. I copied a lot of things from her, so I'm using it now to train my child, and really it is really working. So mommy, I love you so much. Mwah.
I am Usabaifo Jennifer Omoyemese. Well, the relationship I have with EAA is she's my grandmother. Well, I actually learned few things, like a lot actually. I learned a lot of things from her. But one thing I will say today is truth. So I remember this thing they used to say back then. EAA would be like, oh, say the truth and the truth will set you free. After I said the truth, they will still beat me. So after beating me, I actually just learned that it's better I just come clean at first instead of lying, then they will still beat me, which made it very easy. And also, it may seem tough on the outside, but she's a very kind woman. She's soft-hearted. I remember when I was small, when they would be like, oh, no in-between meals. It was like the rule, no in-between meals. So at that time, I think I'll be very hungry. Like, let's say around that time, 12, I'll be very hungry. So I'll meet E and I'll tell her, oh, E, I'm hungry. And she will give me biscuits. So after giving me biscuits, because she has given me, she'll have to now give my brothers, my brother and my sister. So she will give them. So because of me, they will give everybody, so all of us to eat. But he will be like, oh, don't tell the rest people if they come back. So he is like a really loving person. I really love my grandmother. He, I love you. Mwah.
My name is Newton Aroyuwa Usabaifo. I am one of the grandchildren of EAA. EAA is someone I love very much. I learned a lot from her growing up because I basically grew up with her, because during my holidays, I usually stay at her house. I learned a lot of things from her, but I'll pick just two, which is contentment and time consciousness. When we were growing up, there's this slogan that we always use when people give us something, when they say, how was the slogan again? I think it was, yes, thank you, I don't want. So failure to say this when giving a gift by a stranger or a visitor, it attracts flogging from EAA. Not just EAA, you also receive flogging from the likes of Uncle Harry, Mommy Faith and Auntie Tracy, because EAA flogging you alone will not make her contented with what because what you do was very bad to her. So she ensures she reports you and you get beaten for it. So next time you won't do it again. Then talking about time consciousness, EAA, I don't think I've ever seen EAA late for meetings. EAA has never been late for meetings. She leaves like an hour before and gets there like 30 minutes before the actual time. So I gave her this name, Madam 3:30, because every time she'll be like, it's 3:30 already, we are really late for something that's starting by 5 o'clock. So you see, these things that I saw while growing up, it taught me a lot.
My name is Isokem Usabaifo Tracy. I am the number 9 of 9 children of Mama. I love Mama so much because she's a woman of virtue. She's someone that really loves Jehovah. She supported the decision that any one of us make. I remember a time when the 3 of my brothers entered into full-time. Friends and family members were against it. And they were telling Mama that they are supposed to be supporting Mama to take care of the remaining family. but Mama did not listen to them. He supported them wholeheartedly. Anything that will come to do is Jehovah's service. Mama does not play with it, and that is the reason why I love her so much. Whatever decision that will make us to be happy, and that will make Jehovah to be glad, that will not affect our relationship with Jehovah, she always stand by us, no matter what people will say. She will never leave us, and that is the reason why I love her so much.
My name is Mrs. Ogbebo. I am in-law to Iye. I love her so much. She's like my good sister, very good sister. She put me through in reading Bible, and I love it. I started reading with her. Every week we go to study together. So I love her. We eat together. The in-law who can sit down to eat together, drink together. So we love ourselves. I love her as much. So God will bless her for me.
My name is Moses Otokwa. I live in Makodi. Mama, Sister Idodia is my in-law. The son married my daughter. And then we have a good relationship with her, with the whole family. She loved my family, and she loved my daughter.
She loved Jehovah.
And she also loved Jehovah so much that she always talked to me about Jehovah. As that I wish her a longer life, so that we can still be together before the kingdom come. We are praying for God's kingdom to come, because the difficulty of this world caused by Satan will soon end. I wish Mama a very long life. That's what I have for her.
Good morning, my name is Omolola Ipumala. I'm a friend to Mama's daughter, Magdalene Osiobaifo. I got to know Mama when I got into Univen. And ever since, my impression about her has not changed. She was such a sweet mother, yes. Let me put it that. A mother who never allows her children, to cry. She was always there for us. She fed us, gave us all that we needed as a mother. She's such a loving person. She makes me smile. She makes me want to forget every of my pains, my sorrow, She ensured that, I never missed home. So if it means being with Mama all through the year, I'm not going back home, yes. Mama had a capacity, had the tendency of doing that. So she kept us close, and she has remained close and loving ever since. Nothing has really changed. I really appreciate her for everything, and I wish her many more years to come, many more years to spend with us. Great things ahead. Thank you so much, and God bless.
My name is Umo Idon Friday. Magdalene is a friend, a colleague, and more like a sister to me. My impression about Mama is such a nice person. She's down to earth. She's a mother to all. She's jovial. She has a good vibe. There's no dull moment when you are with Mama. She'll be gisting with you as if you have known her for years. Mama, as we usually call her Iye, when you just enter Iye, she will just be hailing me. My in-law, my in-law. I pray that the good Lord will continue to strengthen you, protect you, and grant you more years ahead. Thank you.
My name is Sister Joy Omumensi. I have known Mama for over a decade now. She's like a mother to me. Although we are not related in any way by blood, her daughter is my very good friend. I became very close to her because of the way she received people to her life, irrespective of tribe or religion. I may not hear from my friend for a very long time, but Mama does not stay a week too without reaching out to me. She's very receptive. I pray that God continue to grant her long life and prosperity. May Jehovah be